Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest tucked beside a sparkling blue river, lived a tiny ant named Pip. Pip was smaller than a sunflower seed and lighter than a feather, but his heart was full of courage and kindness. Every day, Pip would march through the grass, gathering food and helping his fellow ants. Though he was small, he never doubted that he mattered. Even little ones can make a big difference, he would say, smiling to himself. High above the treetops soared a magnificent bird named Luma. Her feathers were white as snow, her wings stretched as wide as the sky, and her eyes sparkled like morning dew. Luma was proud, strong, and admired by all. But deep down, she believed that strength meant never needing help from anyone. One warm afternoon, as golden sunlight danced on the river's surface, Luma spotted a fish swimming below. She swooped down quickly, her wings cutting through the air. But as she reached closer to the water, snap! She got caught in a nearly invisible hunter's net hidden near the riverbank. Luma flapped and struggled, but the more she moved, the tighter the net wrapped around her wings. She cried out in fear and pain. Animals nearby gathered, gasping. A squirrel whispered, "The holes are too small. None of us can help her." But then, from under a leaf, a tiny voice piped up. "I can help," said Pip the ant, stepping forward bravely. Luma looked at him with surprise. You're just an ant?" "I may be small," Pip replied softly, "but I'm not helpless." Without waiting, Pip scurried up the tree, down a vine, and onto the tangled net. His tiny legs moved quickly, and his sharp little jaws began to bite through the knots. It was hard work. The ropes were thick and his jaws ached, but Pip didn't stop. He bit through one loop, then another, and another. Bit by bit, the net began to loosen. Luma stayed still, hope growing in her heart. Finally, with one last snap of Pip's jaws, the net gave way. Luma stretched her wings, free once more. With a powerful flap, she soared into the sky, circling above in joy. She flew down and landed gently beside Pip. "You saved me," she whispered. "I thought I was the strong one, but today you were the strongest of all." Pip smiled shyly. Sometimes it's the smallest creatures who can do the biggest things. From that day on, Luma and Pip became the unlikeliest of best friends. Luma would carry Pip on her back and show him the world from high above. And Pip reminded her that true strength isn't just about size, it's about heart. And so, in that quiet forest by the river, a tiny ant and a mighty bird proved that friendship, courage, and kindness can come from the most unexpected places.